This is the Koenigsegg Infinity, a 2026 hyper-electric Grand Tourer finished in a spectral shade called Quantum Titanium. It's not silver. It's not gray. It's a dimensional surface that seems to fold light itself, reflecting some wavelengths, absorbing others, giving it an impossible, almost otherworldly glow. Infinity doesn't just look like it came from the future. It looks like it bends the future to its will. Every curve of the Infinity is a war between engineering and elegance. Christian von Koenigsegg and his team didn't build a car. They built a rift in the automotive timeline. From the front, the Infinity is pure weaponry. The nose is low, sharper than any Koenigsegg before it, flanked by diamond-slit adaptive photon laser headlights that react to your eye movement. Yes, the beams point where you look. The entire fascia is active aero. The front splitter morphs at speed, redirecting wind through a multi-layered vent system to channel airflow underneath and across the sides with zero-drag turbulence. The badge is embedded in a thin, plasma-charged fiber that glows in motion. The Koenigsegg shield isn't printed. It's suspended in air via magnetic nanosuspension. At a glance, it looks like a hovering hologram with no physical connection to the hood. Side profile? Nothing short of interstellar. The doors still use Koenigsegg's patented dihedral synchrohelix system, but in the Infinity, the movement is completely silent, like a spacecraft airlock opening in vacuum. The doors detach with a soft hiss and slide up, pivoting out like blades folding back into an angel's wings. Every movement is a show. There are no mirrors. Instead, retractable LiDAR array slivers flush into the carbon skin, sending back real-time 360-degree imagery with zero latency. The Infinity knows more about its environment than the driver ever could. And the body lines, they're less lines and more gravitational pulls. There are no sharp edges, only invisible force fields given form. From the titanium carbon weave of the chassis to the liquid metal side skirts, every molecule screams function. The Infinity cheats air resistance with variable morph surface geometry. Yes, the body itself can reshape microscopically at speed to minimize drag and increase downforce. At the rear, things get insane. The Infinity doesn't have a fixed spoiler. It has a full-length kinetic aero beam that rises, splits, and twists depending on cornering load, velocity, and ambient pressure. The taillight is a single strand of cerium-infused optical fiber, glowing with a shifting chromatic hue that changes from icy blue to searing red based on battery temperature and regenerative intensity. And underneath that sculpted chaos, a new kind of propulsion system. Infinity is powered by the Koenigsegg Vortex Core, a quad-motor electric drivetrain using axial flux motors integrated directly into the wheel hubs. No central drive shaft. No delay. Each wheel operates semi-independently, with real-time torque vectoring calculated at 2 million times per second by Koenigsegg's neural controller named Iris. The result? Infinite grip. Infinite potential. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour? 1.6 seconds. Top speed? Electronically limited to 512 kilometers per hour. Not for safety, but because physics starts to break down above that. The battery isn't just solid state. It's quantum phase lattice, an experimental energy matrix co-developed with CERN and capable of charging from 0 to 100% in under 7 minutes when paired with Koenigsegg's superconductive charger array. Estimated range? Over 1,800 kilometers per charge, but honestly, numbers don't even apply here anymore. Inside the Infinity, everything is surreal and sentient. You don't open a cabin door. You enter a chamber. The interior is clad in void-black carbon ceramic microvelvet with ambient light filaments embedded beneath the surface. The cockpit glows softly like a space observatory, not from LEDs, but from bioluminescent nanostructures that pulse gently in response to motion, voice, and biometric data. Seats are zero-gravity cradle pods, suspended mid-air via electromagnetic repulsion fields, offering true weightless support. No rails. No frames. They float, subtly adjusting your posture as you drive. The steering module isn't a wheel, it's a haptic arc that responds to fingertip pressure, retina movement, and voice simultaneously. There are no buttons, no screens. The windshield itself is a full HUD environment powered by photonic glass. Want to change drive modes? Look at the icon and blink twice. Need to pull up star maps or engine load telemetry? Speak. The entire cabin becomes your interface. The audio system? It doesn't exist in the traditional sense. The entire cabin is a resonance chamber with micro-vibration plates embedded in every panel, creating 3D immersive acoustic fields that wrap sound around you, not just from speakers. Iris, the Infinity's AI, isn't your assistant. She's your co-pilot of consciousness. Built on neural lattice architecture, Iris learns your driving style, emotional state, and subconscious inputs, adjusting suspension, torque delivery, even cabin lighting and temperature in anticipation of your mood. She doesn't ask. She knows. The entire vehicle is monitored through biometric feedback, heartbeat, cortisol levels, pupil dilation. When you're stressed, Iris calms the cabin. When you're focused, she sharpens response times. When you're tired, she won't let you drive. On the road, no. On the realm of road, the Infinity transcends the concept of friction. Corners aren't taken, they're absorbed. Braking is performed not by pads, but by regenerative resistance fields tuned to mimic organic deceleration, creating zero heat loss and complete silence. And the silence that's deafening. At speed, the only sound is the whisper of the carbon air skin slicing through time. It's not a car anymore. It's a vessel. Only 288 units of the Koenigsegg Infinity will ever exist. Why 288? Fibonacci sequence. Harmony. Nothing Koenigsegg does is random. Buyers are selected through a closed-circle interview, where you don't pitch your net worth, you pitch your mindset. This car is for those who no longer believe in roads, but still believe in control. So if you've ever looked up at the stars and thought, why not? Then maybe, just maybe, the Koenigsegg Infinity is waiting for you. Like this glimpse into the future? Hit that subscribe, ring the bell, and drop a comment. Would you trust a machine that knows you better than you do? Next up, Pagani's answer to the sun. The Solis is coming. Don't blink.